Welcome to Unbelievable Top 10, where we bring you the most chilling and mind-boggling stories from around the globe. Today, we're stepping into the dark and twisted world of sadistic stalkers. These are individuals whose obsession crossed the line into the territory of the sinister, who let their fixation drive them to unimaginable lengths. It's a subject that may be unnerving, but it's crucial to shed light on these horrifying tales. By doing so, we not only remember the victims, but also underscore the importance of awareness and vigilance in our daily lives. From ignored threats leading to tragic ends, to survival stories that defy the odds, these cases are a stark reminder of the shadows that can lurk in the most unexpected corners. Today, we delve into 10 terrifying cases of sadistic stalkers that will leave you at the edge of your seat. Our first story takes us to the tragic case of Tatiana Tarasov. The chilling tale begins with Prosenjit Potter, a man deeply infatuated with Tatiana. This wasn't your typical love story though. Potter's obsession took a dark turn, morphing into a dangerous fixation that ultimately led to Tatiana's untimely death. Despite numerous threats made by Potter, the authorities turned a blind eye, their negligence contributing to the tragic outcome. This shocking case sparked outrage and disbelief, but it also brought about a crucial change. The Tarasov ruling, named after Tatiana, was established. It was a landmark decision which held mental health professionals responsible for warning individuals if they are threatened by their patients. This case was a grim reminder of the devastating effects of unaddressed obsession and the dire need for intervention. It highlighted the pivotal role mental health professionals play in preventing such tragedies. The Tarasov case forever changed the way mental health professionals handle threats posed by their patients. Next, we turn to the harrowing tale of actress Teresa Saldana. Saldana's life took a terrifying turn when Arthur Richard Jackson, a man obsessed with her, attempted to take her life. Jackson had carefully tracked Saldana's movements, a chilling testament to the lengths some stalkers will go to. The day of the attack was like any other until Jackson lunged at Saldana, his intent deadly clear. But fate intervened in the form of a delivery man. This quick-thinking individual stepped in, pulling Jackson away from a severely wounded Saldana. His decisive actions saved her life. Yet even from behind bars, Jackson's obsession with Saldana persisted. He was sentenced to 12 years for attempted murder, but continued to harass Saldana from his prison cell. His relentless fixation on Saldana continued to torment her, a grim reminder of the horrific ordeal she had endured. Teresa's survival story serves as a chilling reminder of the relentless nature of some stalkers. Our third case involves the brutal murder of Lori Sho. In the heart of Pennsylvania, a toxic obsession was brewing. Lisa Michelle Lambert, fueled by jealousy, developed a dangerous fixation on Lori Sho due to a mutual acquaintance. The obsession soon turned sinister, as Lambert continually harassed Sho. This was not a mere case of teenage rivalry gone wrong, it was the precursor to a horrifying climax. Lisa's obsession escalated to a chilling end, as she tragically took Lori's life, a shocking act that shook the community to its core. Yet, amid the heartbreak and horror, Lori's unfortunate demise became a rallying point for change. In response to this dreadful incident, Pennsylvania authorities took a hard look at their anti-stalking laws. They realized the need for stronger legislation to protect potential victims and to deter would-be stalkers. The laws were subsequently strengthened, creating a more robust legal barrier against stalking. It's a bitter truth that Lori's tragic story had to be the catalyst for such change. But in the end, her story did lead to significant changes in the way stalking cases are handled in Pennsylvania. The hope is that these changes can prevent such devastating incidents in the future. We now travel to India, where we uncover the case of law student Priyadarshini Mattu. In the mid-90s, Priyadarshini was relentlessly stalked by a fellow student, Santosh Singh. Despite her pleas for help and the mounting evidence against him, the authorities failed to act, resulting in a horrifying outcome. Santosh brutally murdered Priyadarshini, leaving a nation in shock and a family in despair. But the horror didn't end there. The investigation into Priyadarshini's murder was flawed from the start. Despite the evidence, Santosh was initially acquitted, a verdict that sent ripples of outrage across India. It took a public outcry and a retrial to finally bring Santosh to justice. He was sentenced to life imprisonment, but the damage was done. Priyadarshini's murder case highlights the importance of thorough investigations in delivering justice. Our fifth case brings us to the disturbing story of Ming-Sen Shui. An immigrant from Taiwan, Shui's tale is one that began innocently enough with a crush on a classmate. However, What might have been a harmless infatuation soon took a terrifying turn. Xiaowei's affection for his classmate evolved into an obsession, a fixation that would dictate his actions in a deeply unsettling way. Xiaowei's behavior started to mirror that of a stalker, his every waking moment consumed by thoughts of his classmate. His obsession grew so intense that his actions began to cross the line into the realm of the criminal. The consequences of his actions were far-reaching, impacting not just his life but the life of his object of obsession. This fixation, this unrelenting obsession, took on a life of its own, twisting what might have been a simple innocent crush into something dark and dangerous. The case of Mingsen Xiaowei serves as a stark reminder of the potential consequences of unchecked obsession. It's a chilling example of how an innocent crush can escalate into something far more sinister. These cases remind us of the terrifying reality of stalking and its potential consequences. Each of these stories carries a haunting echo, a stark reminder of the darkness that can dwell in the human heart. Tatiana Tarasov's tragic end exposed the critical role of mental health professionals in preventing such atrocities. Their duty to warn potential victims has since become a cornerstone of ethical practice, all in the wake of a young woman's life cut short by an obsessed stalker. Teresa Saldana's tale is one of survival against all odds. Her assailant, Arthur Richard Jackson, was relentless, even from behind bars, but her resilience and the timely intervention of a delivery man kept her alive. Her story underlines the importance of community vigilance in safeguarding ourselves and each other. The murder of Laurie Sho was a chilling demonstration of jealousy turned lethal. Lisa Michelle Lambert's relentless harassment and eventual murder of Laurie led to stronger anti-stalking laws in Pennsylvania, a silver lining to a deeply tragic event. The case of Priyadarshini Mattu, a law student in India, exposed the flaws in our justice systems. Despite compelling evidence, her stalker, Santosh Singh, was initially acquitted. It took a reversal of the verdict to ensure justice was served, highlighting the need for thorough and unbiased investigations. Lastly, Mingsen Xiaowei's obsession with a classmate showed us that stalking can start innocently but can escalate to terrifying levels. It's a sobering reminder to take such behaviors seriously from the outset. As we delve into these chilling accounts, let us not forget the importance of staying vigilant, advocating for stronger laws, and ensuring efficient law enforcement to prevent such horrifying incidents in the future. Thank you for joining us in this chilling exploration of some of the most terrifying stalking cases. We hope these stories serve as a reminder to be vigilant and safe. Please subscribe to Unbelievable Top 10 for more mind-boggling stories.